Let's get it!
Broadcasting to you from a little grass shack in the middle of the Pacific.
Live in the place to be.
Well, they're actually in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
but they are the premier Pacifica show that shines a spotlight on positive Pacific Islanders.
You listening to the sound.
Role models coming brown every Thursday night at 6.
East to west, we getting hurt.
Brought to you by Pacifica by Design. It's the iconic Faika podcast with your hosts, Naki and Carl.
It's just us two today.
Yep. It's always just us two.
Just us two. No guest in the back half.
Mm.
Our check-ins for season 8, episode 6 of the FICA podcast. And we got check-ins, we got community announcements, and then whatever pops up is what we're going to talk about. That's our show today. Naki, what's up?
Yeah, no, nothing. It just we had Pacifica Grand Rounds on Tuesday with Dr. Malik Fafatai Fuimono. And then it was about, what was it? Implicit bias
in
medicine. That was very interesting. But I think implicit bias goes with life, right? And then it stirred up all kinds of, hey, man.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, man, that happened to me.
Yeah, he did. It's an interesting show. And I know that, implicit bias and diversity and people sometimes kind of feel like they get overwhelmed with the same stuff over and over. But when you sit through, like when he shows an actual billboard that he saw, and he talks about what he saw in New Zealand, where the doctors were brown and the janitor was white.
Yeah.
And
he was not used to that.
He was blown away.
Yeah, he was not used to that.
So, and just the fact that he's blown away shows that there's implicit bias of his own.
I
think that's the big piece of it, right? We're just asking people to think about it. We're not saying, you're committing a crime because you have implicit bias or anything. It's just understand that it could be there and think things through about what people could have or what thoughts people have. But just the patient-doctor relationship.
Yeah.
How they see each other.
And then we talked about when you see it, call it out. I'm all about that.
See it, say it.
See it, say it. So I think one of the things that I had mentioned is like I used to be one of 2 Samoan girls that worked where I worked, and people used to see me and call me the other Samoan girl.
The other Samoan girl?
The other Samoan girl.
And so was the other one like the Samoan girl?
And then the other one, they would call her my name. They would. And we looked nothing alike. I was like, I don't know. I was old enough to be her mother. And so it was just like, it was irritating. Just because I was like, really?
You can't take the time to learn my name?
To learn my name. So yeah, that was a little irritating, but I think it's based on where exposure. A lot of people didn't have and that's like when we went to a family event, and we talk about this all the time, where someone came up to us that was trying to connect, and then the first thing they said was, "Have you seen the movie Moana?" And we were like, ah.
And when she said that, I wasn't looking. I was looking the other direction.
You weren't looking,
and I literally could feel the eyes rolling. I could hear the eyes rolling in the back of Naki's head.
I was like, oh, that's all you got? That's all you got? But, I mean, it's based on people's experiences, and I've learned that now. But before I was like, the fuck?
Well, if you haven't been exposed to it, that's kind of the thing, right?
Yeah,
like people haven't been exposed to it. Do they know that they have, like just Dr. Fuimaono's, where he wouldn't have known that he would have implicit bias, but he saw it in himself when he went to New Zealand, and it was like a white janitor and brown doctors. Yeah. Like, and maybe the people there are like, this is normal, but if you haven't seen it,
it's odd to you.
It's odd to you.
And I think that's a whole other reason why PBD is what it is because we want to see people that look like us in different roles so that our kids are familiar with.
We want to instill
Yeah.
some implicit bias in our kids.
Yes.
That they're doctors and they're lawyers
And educators. And
Matt and Lola's, they're when we go to any of the events for
Pie
Pie
Fest.
Fest, they always have this very positive, but it's a statement. So it's a brown, so it's like a cartoon at each of the different places. The last one we went, there was a cartoon of a brown kid that says, I'm an engineer, or I'm a scientist, or I'm a, all these different kind of things. And those are the kind of things, I think, the images that we get in front of our kids at an early age, like that can mean something. It may or it may not. But it can't hurt, and most likely it's going to help.
Yeah, and they have their 3rd annual Pacifica STEM Fair, which is coming up March 9th. And at the last 2 fairs, they had poster boards everywhere.
Right, that's what I
said. Of PIs in STEM, so that
they have actual.
And there's so many. There's so many.
They surround. So there was in this, like, think of like a huge gymnasium, or like a conference, what do they call them, a conference center in like downtown,
like Moscone Center,
big huge room. And the pictures of Pacific Islanders that were scientists and doctors and they were everywhere, all the way around the room. It was amazing to see how many different people have done those things, and to see them in print, where the kids can look at it and go, oh wow, I didn't know I could be at NASA.
I love that. So, so I learned a lot, and a lot of light bulbs went off when he was talking about implicit biases for myself too, the way I
think that's it though. It's to understand I may have implicit bias. Can I slow down a little bit and think as I'm going through the day, where I might, we went through this at my job, and it gave scenarios about, like, you have somebody who reports directly to you, right? And you have a team of 8, and you have a report that has to get done, and has to get done right. And it's going to the board of directors. Who are you going to go to? And it's the person with a proven track record, right? It's implicit bias of, well, the other ones can't do it as well, or I don't trust them enough to do it. So I'm going to go to the person that I know or I feel more comfortable with. And just something like that, where I was like, wow, I do kind of assign projects to people on my team that I know, well, they've done it really well in the past. But who else on the team could do it? And how can you set people up for success and expose them to good publicity or but that piece where I was looking, I'm going, absolutely, board of directors, I am having my go-to. My ace is going to do that. And maybe that's not right. And just slow down and take a look at it. And are you going through implicit bias when you're making decisions, not just at work, in life?
But do you want to chance it and just give it
right? So that's where I was at. I was like, this is like, and when in the discussion, I was kind of like, with the instructor, I said, I'm going to stick to my guns that I would give it to my ace. Right. That's got to be but if I think about that, it probably opens it up to like, well, the other people, I need to find lower risk assignments that aren't going to the board of directors, but I need to open up and let them, have some projects and learn, so that maybe next time the board of directors project comes up, I'm comfortable assigning it to somebody else. But I was looking at like 100%. I'm not gonna send some funky report up to the big wigs. Risk it being that way.
That's true. So that was interesting. Go check that out. It's on our page. It's with Dr. Malik Fuimono. And then you also spoke to the Fa'aleava family this week about the Samoan language and culture class that's happening this week.
Happening tomorrow. And at the
Stockton
Andrew Lutheran Church. And we'll have a flyer for this later in the show. But that starts tomorrow. And it has a special place in our heart, because we did the class the same year we went to Samoa. So there were pieces of that where we literally took it from the class and went to Samoa and got to better understand things. We've been at formal events where we're
Right.
like, aha, I know who's sitting over there.
Yeah.
And I know why they're sitting there. And
Yeah.
they are not talking to that person.
Yeah.
Only this person can talk to that person.
And that there's different levels of matais,
Right.
so I didn't know that. I just thought they're all on the same level, but no, see.
And so that was, it was a really good talk with Pastor
Yeah.
and Dr. Taifa Aleava.
Yes.
And, we kind of talked through what people could expect in the course.
Mhm. And you can be at any level, from beginner to intermediate to advanced.
So they have track 1, track 2, and track 3. Track 1 is more conversational.
Mhm.
So, how do you do? What's your name? My name is, that kind of stuff. And then in track 2, it's a little bit of the a little bit more of the like calling people to eat.
Yeah.
Fola. And some of the things you would say, you know what I mean, in more of a not formal setting, but more formal than just conversational.
Yeah.
And then the track 3 is more the oratory things. And they talked a lot about how there are some families that can't do that. They don't have somebody in their family to present those things or to speak to those things.
Our Peter's family, our grandfather's side, not that I know of. Out here in the States, we don't have a matai on my mom's or on our grandfather's side.
Right.
So that kind of.
And even if it's not a matai, we don't have anybody that can go present or can go speak to, in a formal setting. So it's
other than my mom, who is a faletua,
a quale. You know what I mean? There are some people that can do it, but the point is that generation is aging.
Yeah.
Right. So what happens when that next generation goes? And that was kind of what the faleavas were talking about is you need to have somebody in your family. Like, don't let that just go. And then you don't have anybody. If you want somebody that can do it, if you want to do it yourself, those kind of things, that's more of the, that's what pastor is teaching. Is that piece.
We just gonna let it go. We just gonna let it go because we all have insurance. It's interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. And it's good. I always say this, my kids, I'm so lucky that my kids get to learn this from Mo's family, who's very traditional and very like down the line. So my kids have learned Fasamoa, the culture from Mo's family. And then my grandmother's side, Masele, but the Peter side, no. Nothing.
It's so just things like where you sit, that was one of the things that hit me the most when I was there in the class, because he gave us, you lined up and then he went up there and pastor gave you like your sao, your sao, and then he had drawn out a fale on the floor. So you had to go take your thing, your piece of paper that told you what your title was, or if you're untitled, that you were untitled. And you had to go find your spot in the house, in the fale. And those are the kind of hands-on exercises that are in the class. So, going through, they just kind of went through what people can expect when it starts. If you've registered, and we have, I don't remember, we have like 30 people that are registered. If to get started, we need people to get there a little early. Classes start at 7. Get there 6:30ish so we can sign people up if they're not signed up, or get people registered if they're already in. But it's going to be a big event.
Yeah, I love that the culture is like that's a great class, because everyone, right when we posted it, everybody's like, "Are you going to have a virtual class?" And we may there may be a virtual class down the line. Let's just get this out. But
it's exactly that.
Yeah.
We need to do this one.
Yes,
we're going to get this one under the belt. And then we're going to figure out, because some of this stuff can't be virtual, right?
And Pastor Faleava can't be all over the city. You know what I mean? Like he can't be in San Francisco teaching a class. He can't be in San Jose. He's in Stockton.
So there's probably, there probably is something that we can do virtually.
Definitely.
Not to the level that you're doing 8 weeks and 3 different levels.
Yeah.
But And then there's a graduation. There is a showcase where the people that what you learn, you're
Yes.
going to present in
Present.
front of the
That's so
in front of the
nice. I love
community.
that.
Yeah,
I
looking
love
forward to
that.
that.
Looking forward to that. Cousin Tone is on.
Tone.
Speaking of culture, the Fakawi family is very Fasamoa down the line. Tone, his oldest brother, Faksinga, was our Matai on my mom's side. So whenever we had a Falawalawe, Tone and Malamala, their older brother who passed away, Faksinga, did all our funerals and weddings and every Falawalawe you can think of. And so I'm grateful for my Fakawi family. So yeah, hey cousin. Tons of people are tuned in. Rich and Lonnie, thank you for tuning in on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. I mean, a lot of people are looking forward to the class, and 30 people is that the max? Like, are they still looking for more people to register?
We still have seats left.
Oh,
so
nice.
we expect it's our people, right?
Right.
So we expect
Yeah.
a bunch of people to show up and pay,
Yes.
and register there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people aren't they're not going to Zelle or
Yeah.
any of those things.
Yeah.
They're just
They're
it's
not
7
comfortable.
o'clock. I'm going to
Yes.
show up before 7 o'clock.
Yes.
So it's a big event. I think it's kind of a, getting our kind of feet wet in the process of like, what can we do? And then what's the capacity?
Right.
Do we, are there another cohort? Is
Mhm.
there just a cohort for track one? Like, do we just do track one and open it up to have more people or do we end up going to a bigger venue because we have too many people?
Yeah,
So
that would be nice.
That's a good problem to have.
That's a great problem to have. So yeah, language and culture class starts tomorrow in Stockton at 7 p.m. Get there at 6:30. Get there a little early. So if you need to register, you can do that before class. 7 o'clock sharp. They're going to start. Ain't no messing around.
And they have panqueque.
Ooh, they're going to have panqueque. So there you go. Go get your food. Go get your food. So, and then also Pacifica in Focus, which is our photography and videography class, will be part of SCDC's PIYA summer session. We have a workshop that's happening next week. So I'm excited for our Pacifica in Focus crew, Mena, Susie, and Petey, catch the class. If you send your kids to SCDC, have them sign up for the Pacifica in Focus class. We also have a 1-week cohort that's going to happen in April. And so we'll be putting a flyer out soon, probably next month, for you to sign up for that class that's happening during the spring break, during San Francisco Unified School District spring break. So I'm excited about
Makes
that.
It more available to the students, right?
Yeah. So it'll be all for 5 days. And then at the end of on the fifth day, they'll do a presentation of what they learned. So same thing. So yeah. So I'm excited about that. Lots of good things happening. I'm doing Snacky with Nacky. We're around 28. I've gotten from everybody that's donated $375.50.
Well, that's going to be $376 because there are people that don't like those odd numbers.
Yeah, it will be if it stays at 50 cents. Mena will get it to $1. So
Mena doesn't like the change.
No.
Full dollars.
Snacky with Nacky. If you don't know, we ask our followers or people on social media for 50 cents. And then at the end of the round, I'll go eat wherever, or Carl and I will go eat wherever. And whoever our server is, we will tip them the amount that we collect. And so far we have $375.50, which is huge because last round we had $320. So look at y'all passing up around 27. So that could happen in a week or two, depending on my time. Depending on
when she gets hungry.
Yes, when I get hungry and then I go, oh, I have the Snacky with Nacky money. So yeah, $375.50. If you feel it's in your heart, donate 50 cents.
Mug everybody at your work.
50, yes. A big shout out to my folks at work, Jarek, Brandy, Randy, everybody at my Popo department who donated to Snacky.
Donated. Auntie said, give me some money.
Yeah, I said, oh, money. Hi, Eva. She said, where can I donate? I just got my taxes.
Oh,
50 cents. 50
50
cents.
cents.
50 cents.
Snacky with Nacky's not a tax.
Yes, that is it.
Or
People,
a bill.
you find 50 cents at your couch. That's why I don't want it to be a bill.
Well, how can
and
she?
no pressure. No pressure.
How can she donate?
If you want to donate, you can Venmo at Nacky. And then Cash App is, the $ Nacky and the number 5. Number 5. So there you go. So I'm excited. I'm so happy. Like, I'm grateful for everyone that's donated. It's like it's a blessing. Like, I think I'm done after round 27. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a little break. And then we play the video and then people just start sending me money. I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to go another round then. And we're at round 28. So, man, but who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it?
What is it? 4 years later?
Oh my God. Has it been that
20,
long?
21, 22, 23. Yeah.
During the pandemic.
It
was during the pandemic
Yeah.
we started because we were like, the servers and that were getting laid off. And then the restaurant hours were, cut. So there you go.
I think I know a place we can go.
Awesome. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you know. I think you know.
So yeah, look for us in Sacramento this week. Look for us in Sacramento. So yeah, Snacky with Nacky. Thank you so much.
So many restaurants in Sacramento.
There's so many restaurants.
Where it
So,
could
yeah.
be, but that might be our next.
But if you
thing.
know us, you know where we'll be. Meet us there. If you know, you know. So yeah, there you go. My mama is on. My parents
Hi,
are on.
Auntie.
Hey, I went to go visit my parents this past weekend. They're doing good. They send their love. So I just checked in. I'll be going to see them next weekend. And so yeah, all good in the hood.
All
I
good
got all
in the
good
hood.
in the hood. So yeah, I think that's all. How was your week?
My week's been a lot of doctor's appointments and all blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
not a lot of but I've been to the gym a couple times.
Oh,
this
look
is
at you.
my third week in a row.
Oh,
that
nice.
I'm going to the gym. Oh my gosh, I hurt in places
Oh, you didn't know
like
you had to hurt.
I was like, oh, let's just go, let's
Mhm.
just go. Don't push anything. Oh my gosh, I'm old.
Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Slow.
I'm
slow.
old. I
Yeah.
work out in a gym with purple equipment, and there's no it's the I don't know, it's the friendliest gym I've ever worked out at. Like it is like everybody is like nobody is it's that if you
Mhm.
never worked out at a gym,
Yeah.
and you have that
This is the
phobia
place
of
to
going,
go.
this
Yeah.
is the gym to go,
Nice.
because I look and like a lot of the gyms that I worked at, people were like, oh, it's the New Year's resolutionist, and
Yeah.
they just give them bad looks, or they just in there.
Yeah,
like,
because
the
by
parking lot's
March,
full.
those people have fallen
Yes.
off.
Yeah. So the people who've been there for years,
Yeah.
I
They're
was
just
that way.
waiting
I
for
was
it
like,
to.
the end of February, and I tell
Yeah.
the people who go there all the time,
Yeah.
like, we don't got to last 2 months.
Yeah.
Just 2 months, and
By
we'll be fine.
March, they'll all be gone.
We'll have parking spots. We'll be able to
Yes.
go. But
Yes.
I see this gym,
Yeah.
not like that at all. So
Nice.
Planet Fitness, shout out to Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
We got purple equipment. I was laughing.
Very
'cause I was
nice.
like working out, going, I'm working out in like Barney's gym.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
okay. It's
Prince's
good.
gym.
Yeah, my family has hit the gym, hit the walkways, is going hiking. We are still on our Vaimong Sangapolutele health challenge. So everybody's going strong.
You got paired up with the big wigs.
Man, so we all it's a whole thing. Most families so freaking organized. We had to do a survey, and then we had to put down our goals. You had to have 2 goals, and so
Lose weight could be one, but then you had to have
something else, like lower your blood pressure, lower your
do a
sugar,
5K.
yeah, or yes, make your mile faster.
So what are yours? What are your goals?
Mine is lose weight and get healthier, eat better. I'm trying to eat better. So Mo's been going to the gym. My kids have been walking, and
Nice.
you have to post yourself working out. So if you're on you've got to take a picture of yourself walking,
you
or you have to prove it. You have to prove it. So that's what we're doing. We're excited. I mean, we're in the end of February, so I believe we're going to get through March all the way through. So,
Nice.
who knows? Who knows? Milford is on. Hey, Milford.
Milford, you got me in trouble.
Hey, Milford. So yeah, go Niners, go Niners. The Warriors. I watched this documentary of the Warriors today with Mo.
Did you see the hate for the All-Star game?
Why?
Oh my gosh. People are
For
calling it the
what?
worst. The final score was like 200 to.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the game because it's always,
was-
they're not playing all out because they don't want to get injured.
It was
But
ridiculous.
200.
200 to 189 or so. I don't know the score. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
But why are people hating on it?
Because there's nobody, they're not really playing.
They can't get hurt. They gotta
have All-Star game for decades.
I know, but nobody ever really plays hard.
They used to.
Not anymore because they make too much money now.
That's the gripe.
Yeah.
Is that well, then why get them? Because the NFL All-Star game, that's flag football, literally. It's flag football.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Mac McClung was in the dunk contest. Haven't looked at anything.
We watched the dunk contest.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who won?
A little bit of it. The same kid that won last year.
Mac McClung won last
year. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he won this year too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Anna Tassi, thank you for tuning in on Facebook. Yeah. So next year, it's here.
What's here?
What? Yes, in the Bay Area, NBA All-Star 2025.
Oracle, whatever.
Oracle.
Oh,
yeah. Is it Oracle? Chase.
That's gonna shut down the city.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck.
Remember they had
up.
the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And
they shut down.
They shut down the entire city. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that big, but it's still going to shut the week of.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
You can't go down disaster. 3rd and King, and you can't go down that way. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to try to get tickets. It's going to cost an arm and a leg, so I got to save up for that.
You've been wanting to go to one of these for a long time.
That's been on my list, my bucket list forever, and now they're coming to the Bay Area. I gotta go.
Got to go.
So that's happening 2025. Find me stalking somebody. So I think that's it. I think we have community announcements.
All right. Community announcements.
Right.
That's a mainstay. And it's getting long. We got no, it's not
Keep
bad.
Adding.
There are plenty of
There's
things.
tons of stuff coming up. Tons of stuff coming up. Let's see. Experience the return of season 8 for the 2024 Stag Elite Big Man Camp at City College of San Francisco. Kickstart your off-season training with Stag Elite every Saturday, running now till June 29th, 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Secure your spot by registering at stagelite.org. Don't miss the opportunity to elevate your game.
Immerse yourself in the harmonious melodies of Siofofonga o Le Moana e Pacifica Choir, taking place every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Samoan Community Development Center in San Francisco. To register, simply scan the QR code or visit SCDC's page for more information.
All My Usos and Fatasi brings you Malanga through healing family game night happening tonight from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Southeast Community Center in San Francisco. Head on over there, register, and get involved with game night.
All My Usos and Fatasi, just doing it. There's something new from them like every week. Samoan language and culture classes, the one we
just talked about
earlier. Puna Oleola Church invites you to enroll in their first of many Samoan language and culture classes starting tomorrow night. And going to April 12th in Stockton, California. Enrollment costs are $100 and $50 for high school students and younger. Spaces are limited, so reserve your spot now at puna.efakaasa@gmail.com.
Yay. Join All My Usos for Fatmalosi, Building a Better Mind and Body. Free class Tuesday from 5:30 to 7 p.m. They'll be teaching Tahitian dance, song, and drumming while expanding your knowledge of mental health resources. Limited space available, so secure your space now by clicking the link in their bio.
Samoan Solutions presents their Luminati Education Gift and Luminati Art Gift Awards. San Francisco Bay Area students of Samoan descent in grades 6 through 12 can apply for financial support towards education and mixed media art. Check the flyer for all the qualifications. Deadline to apply is Friday, April 19th. Apply today through the link in their bio and follow Samoan Solutions for updates.
Launching this March, is it Fefe?
Fefe.
Fefe is a 7-week mental health education program that aims to redefine your relationship with mental wellness. Must be 18 to 24 years old, Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander, living or attending school in San Francisco. Applications have been extended to Friday, February 23rd, which is tomorrow. Apply today by scanning the QR code on the flyer.
They did you a solid. They extended that to tomorrow.
Yes.
So take advantage of that.
Go, go, go.
Mana Pacifica presents Tamaitai Toa Pacifica Support Group, Nonviolent Parenting with Seni Penitani of Kavatak and Pictuar. Happening Monday, 2/26 from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. via Zoom. Sign up by clicking the link in their bio. Each participant will receive a $25 Target gift card.
Oh my
you
God.
gave me the hard one.
I know. Melina is tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. On Facebook, Samoan Solutions cordially invites youth age 16 to 24 to attend the SIVA on March 2nd, held from 7 to 11 p.m. at Le Mawata. The theme is 2000s hip hop and R&B. IDs are required and student IDs accepted. Admission price is $10 for high school students and $15 for those beyond high school. You know,
Beyond
you
high
old.
school.
Yes. All proceeds directly support the Tayala Youth Program, facilitating their upcoming journey to the island of Samoa, just 1 month away. Tickets will be sold at the door or click the link in their bio.
I like that. I'm beyond high school.
I'm way.
This prevents their third annual Pacifica STEM Fair on March 9th from 1 to 5 p.m. It's a free event for all. Again, free event for all.
Free.
Join them for a fun day of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics through a Pacifica lens. There will be hands-on STEM activities, raffle prizes, lunch will be provided, and so much more. Naki and I will be there as your, are we hosts? Are we MCs?
MCs.
We're MCs.
MCs.
Please register by clicking the link in their bio.
You have to register. There was so much to give away.
Both 1 and 2. This is their third annual.
Right.
1 and 2 sold out. And by sold out, we mean they just filled it to capacity.
The registration was filled to capacity.
Get there, get registered,
and
be there.
They have like 4 years, so you got it. But they also have raffles, and there was so much to raffle off. Like we were just giving, like by the end, we were doing like 6 at a time.
We kind of had fun with the first couple. Then we did the math. We looked at the time left in the event and the number of raffles we had to do. We were like, oh my gosh.
There was so much to raffle off. I feel like every kid will get something. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
We were hustling to get all those moved along.
Yeah. So we'll see you March 9th at Pacifica STEM Fair. Pacific Islander Community Partnership is excited to lift the voices of Pacifica women wave makers on March 27th. 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. This is a free event, free event happening in Redwood City. Scan the QR code on the flyer or go to their IG page. Click the link in their bio to register. Register. Irai.
The things going on the peninsula. Irai. Is
Irai on? Yes. Levasa clothing line. Please go support Shop Pacifica. I think I have everything of
I know.
So
now it's like
hoodies, sweatshirts,
you
sweats.
go through the web and you're like, okay, which one I don't have? Which one? Which one do I not have?
Good quality.
You even got the sassy pants, don't you?
Yes, I have 2 sassy pants. So I love Levasa. So go check them out. Go follow them on social media and Shop Pacifica.
What?
Join us in celebrating the rich tapestry of Black history and culture this February. Let's honor the achievements, struggles, and contributions of Black individuals throughout history. Together, we can build a more inclusive and equitable society. If you or someone you know has faced discrimination in any form, whether based on race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or any other characteristics, we're here to support you. Discrimination has no place in our community, and your voice matters. Visit caversushate.org to report incidents of discrimination, access resources, and join us in standing against hate. Together, we can make a difference and create a more just and compassionate world for all. This resource is supported in whole or in part by funding provided by the State of California, administered by the California State Library in the partnership with the California Department of Social Services and the California Commission on Asian and Pacific Islander American Affairs as part of the Stop the Hate program. To report a hate incident or hate crime and get support, go to CA versus Hate.
out to Mackie for making that recording.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that like every week and just I'll lose my breath every time.
So I don't know if the microphones were off on the while Naki's ad was running, but we were talking. We were like, so what are we going to do? And it reminded me of when we first started at FCC Free Radio.
Yeah.
Shout out to John and the crew there.
Yeah.
When we first started, we were on a radio station. So we actually
FCC Free
Radio, and we had a 2-hour spot to fill, but you had to play ads. We'd start at 10, and then at 11, we had to play ads. And it wasn't easy to play the ads.
Yeah.
We had no idea what we were doing. So the first show, I think we went to the ad break.
Yeah.
And the mics were on. Yeah. And we were like, I don't know what the F I'm doing.
We were talking through the ads.
Yeah, we were talking about how badly we didn't know what was going on. And our good friends, our viewers were messaging us going, we can hear you.
Yeah. Can you
now we know you don't know what you're doing.
Turn your mic off.
So here we are. 5 years later, still doing the same thing. We're still not sure what we're doing.
Yeah. Marie Cassidy is tuned in. Hey, Molly. Taylor Elizabeth. Faletua it's her birthday this week. Samoa.
Oh yeah.
Faleava. So happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday, Faletua.
Happy birthday to her. So if you were an AT&T actually an AT&T customer, that they had problems today. Huh? Like my mom, when I was talking to my mom, she's like, I don't have any internet on your phone. She was like, I don't have any. It says I don't have internet. And she couldn't get on Facebook and she was having a fit. And I was like, and then she wanted my nephew who lives like, I don't know, 10 miles away to come to her house to fix her phone. And then I get on the news and it says AT&T had a power outage or something like that. They don't think they got hacked. So the FCC is investigating them. So if you have problems today, it was just an outage. I don't know. Internet. I mean, and she only wanted internet so she can't on Facebook because I was talking to her all day today. So I was just
the phone worked fine.
The phone worked fine, but she couldn't get on Facebook. So there you go.
Did you get her I don't know, whatever she told you to get her?
Yeah, I didn't. She didn't ask me anything.
Every time we're showing like jewelry or something. Yeah. And she just pops it in the chat. Send me that. Give me the brown one.
Yeah. Yeah. So this, that's all I got. that's all I got. What you got? Basketball. Oh, I was talking about basketball Warriors. So me and Mo were watching this. I think it's a documentary on the Golden State Warriors. They were going to San Quentin and there was playing basketball against the inmates that were there. And it was such a good, I don't know, program that they have. They go there and uplift. And there was a guy that did time that is, of course, it's all about rehabilitation. And so when he came out, he was an announcer during one of their games, or I don't know if he still is, but at their home games, he's an announcer. And they were talking to him that, because of this, he's seeing his life in a whole different light, given the opportunity to do something more with his life, other than, what he was doing before. And then like the whole team would go to San Quentin and play basketball. I guess San Quentin has a basketball team, but like not just like second string went, like, Clay, and, just everybody.
Recently.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Like all, like, the
stars,
all the
Draymond,
stars. Yes.
Clay.
All of them. And they were like, and Draymond was like, I thought my game was tight until, like, I guess they went last year, they went, or whenever the last game was, they won. And then this year they lost 85-80. And they were like, yes, no, yeah. If you lose, you just walk away. Draymond ain't hitting nobody.
You're getting teed up there.
Yeah. So it was I wish I knew what it was called, but it was a really good program, documentary about the Warriors going to San Quentin. And I was like,
San Quentin has they have a really good, they do a lot of really good program for the inmates to re-enter society.
Yeah.
So they do, I listen to a lot of the podcasts and they talk about the difference between San Quentin and a lot of the other prisons is that San Quentin actually has the programming. So I listened to a podcast called Ear Hustlers, and it's it was a podcast that was originally, it was with Earlonne Woods, who was an inmate, and Nigel is the kind of the media person, but he's out now. And now they have the podcast, and he's no longer in, but they're still talking about prisons. But he talks about how many different programs is different. Like if you go to, I don't know, if you go to Folsom, New Folsom or whatever, they don't have like the reentry programs that San Quentin does. So when I heard that, I was, that just makes me think, San Quentin finds ways to help people.
I also love now that in the community there are a lot, and there's a couple of PI reentry programs for prisoners that get out of prison.
The faux movement.
The faux, especially the faux movement, and they're down in Carson, or they're down in LA, but it's a bunch of Pacific Islanders that were in prison that have rehabilitated and have come out to help their community and help inmates that have gotten out, like help them, get a cell phone or figure out the internet or help them get jobs.
There's 3 pieces to what they do. I think it's education, reentry, and I'm not sure what the other one is, but they have a formatted program that they get the people through.
Yes.
And so that they can get, find a way back into society.
Right. I love that. I love it. And there's one here in Fairfield. SCDC has a reentry program, which I love that PIs have a reentry program. And it's not just for PIs, but I love that there's tons of programs now to help inmates when they get out and to help them get on the right track or introduce them to society, right? Like one of the guys, when he came out, cell phones weren't out. Now that he was out, he had to learn how to use a cell phone. He had to learn how to use a computer. And this group, reentry programs, help you get back into the society now that we know. So I love, go follow Faux Movement. They're on Instagram. Go follow them and see all the amazing work that they're doing. So I love that.
I got to share some space with them at the Currents.
Oh, nice
event.
Yes.
And just, just some good-hearted guys trying to figure out how they can help. You know what I mean? So with the programming they have, right?
Yes.
They were at Currents trying to figure out what more can we do. Like they were literally there to learn about what more can we do for the young men that they're trying to help.
Yes.
And just to see the good hearts of where they're like, we don't understand. Like, what does this program do? And they were like getting information, contact information. And it was like, they're committed. They're not just showing up to, I was here. It's cool. They fed us. And, they were in there, with a purpose.
I love that.
So it was nice to see.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Another big program that happens every year that has tons of resources there that you can connect with people is All My Usos annual barbecue that is happening this year on August 17th. If you live in the Bay Area or outside the Bay Area, it happens at Gilman Park August 17th, every third Saturday of every year in August. It's a great event. It's free. They provide lunch. There's games. There's raffles. There's vendors there, like food vendors that are giving away, samples of their it's free. It's a free event.
So that's something to think about. Think about the events you go to, right?
Right.
A concert.
Right.
And
costs money, child.
It costs money. And then when you see like Kiss My Boba, you see all these vendors over there.
Yes.
It's $5 of
donating
$7
their
or whatever.
time. Yes.
At All My Usos barbecue, whatever is there is free. There's desserts, they're free. The food, free. Drinks,
backpacks,
free. Backpack, like there are so many things there. And I was really wondering if they were going to be able to keep that energy as they went, because it grew.
It's growing and
50
growing.
people to 400 or 500 people.
Yeah.
And it's still free. So shout out to Cree and the team over there.
Yes.
They've still found a way to
All
keep this free for everybody. Show up. There's programming.
Yes.
There's culture.
Tons of resources,
dance.
Mental health. Yes. Dance. I love it. There's games. So
it's like a free carnival too.
Yeah.
There's like
carnival games
there,
right?
And they're free.
Jumpers. Like that. If you are at a barbecue and you think of something, it's there. Whatever you can think of that's at a barbecue, it will be there at the All My Usos annual barbecue that is happening this year, August 17th. I'm excited for that.
Even the community, there was a Asian lady that was there, and she knew it was a Pacific Islander event, right?
Mhm.
So I was on my second time through the line. So I had gone back up to get more food, and she kind of was shy, standing back.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, go ahead and go." And it's like, "Have you eaten yet?" And she goes, "Well, is it free again this year?"
Yeah.
And so that
Yeah.
obviously
So that
she's
means
been
she was
there
there.
before,
Yeah.
right? She knows it's free, and even she's questioning. I
Yeah.
think because of the size of
Yeah.
everything, is like,
Yeah.
how could this be free?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's absolutely free, and took her up there. She went, got her food and everything,
Yeah.
but the community knows it, and she wasn't PI.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was.
It's totally.
She's just somebody from the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's totally for if you're live in San Francisco, you can register at All My Usos bio, but click the link in their bio just to register. But really, it's free for
I was like,
the whole Bay
did
Area.
somebody tell you it wasn't free?
Yeah.
Because I was like, who told you?
Yeah.
And she's like, no. I just saw everybody and didn't
Phil
know.
Good Cuts is there giving haircuts to students that are about to for free. Like Phil and his crew, Phil Good Cuts. Go follow him on social media. He does. I mean, he's giving his
And he's
time
there all day.
Yes, he's there all day. So it's a great event. Go check him out. Check him out.
That is getting ready for the Amu barbecue.
And it's February. Well, it's almost March, so time is going to fly before you know it.
Every year it does.
Mhm.
It's way out there. It's way out there. Oh, it's next month.
Yeah. So, and my baby turns 1 next month, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Where's that going down at?
I don't know. No plans yet. No plans yet. But my Unga Tupu turns 1 next month, so stay tuned for photos and videos. But yeah, I think that's all I have there. We had tons of community events that we got to. Tons of community events, because we talked about the language class. We talked about Pacifica Grand Rounds. That is really hosted by Dr. Reno Samoa, and Dr. Malik Fuimono was our guest this week. So yeah, I think next month is Dr. Kalani Raphael, who is a Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander doctor out of
High Muckety Muck.
Yeah, he's not in Hawaii. I forget where he's at, but yeah, I mean, Pacifica Grand Rounds has PI doctors, Hawaiian, Tongan, Samoan, like Marshallese, Dr. Richter was on, or has been on several times on Koviki Talk, but yeah. So, we got all kinds of stuff happening. When you see the Pacifica in Focus flyer, please register if you are 16 to 24. It's for the Tay community of photography and videography. Samoan language culture class is happening in Stockton. Starts tomorrow. Get there early so you can register. I think we covered everything.
I think that could be.
Yeah.
All right.
Next week, we have a special guest. I'm not going to tell you because it's a surprise. I'm still working on it, but I'm so excited. Sister Flo is on. I'll be having dinner with Flo this week, Saturday afternoon. And she's on some kind of program. I'm trying to get on her level where she's lost weight and she looks amazing. Even more so. I know, even more so. So I'm gonna be a hater when I'm gonna be shoving food down her throat on Saturday.
Eat more food.
I mean, eat, girl, eat. So yeah. So that is it for us. We're here every Thursday at 6 p.m. Stay tuned, because next Thursday is going to be a good guest. So we'll see you next Thursday at 6 p.m. Come back to FICA with us.
Love y'all.